new state budget delivers a major blow to Mayor Mamdani as it fails to include the income and corporate tax hikes that he had hoped for.
The $268 billion budget includes some things that New Yorkers can cheer about, like lowering car insurance rates, a crackdown on super speeders, and also included is a new tax on luxury second homes. Political reporter Marcia Kramer is here to explain it all. Marcia.
Okay, Jay and Jess. Mayor Mamdani can look at this budget as either the glass is half empty or the glass is half full. He may not be getting all the sock-it-to-him-rich taxes he wanted, but he's still getting a bucket full of money. Predictably, he still wants more, but Hochul, who's running for re-election, is standing firm.
There's not a corporate tax. There's not an income tax. I held true to what I said.
36 days after the budget was due, Governor Hochul announced a general agreement on a new spending plan that managed to prevent increases in statewide taxes and cram in a number of election year goodies despite troubling cuts from Washington.
The powerful in Washington have made life harder for New Yorkers, not easier.
But minutes after the governor spoke, Assembly Speaker Carl Heastie said there was no deal because a number of loose ends remained, including how to raise $500 million from the so-called pied-a-terre tax on the second homes of the wealthy and other issues affecting the city budget.
There's just so many unresolved things on the financial side of the budget.
Predictably, the mayor, who according to the governor is getting $28 billion in state aid, says he still wants more, that he hopes the agreement is not the final answer.
There are still a few more things to be discussed and agreed to in that state budget negotiation.
But budget experts say the mayor will have to enact economies.
He's going to have to shrink spending, no question. But if he does it right, he'll protect services.
The budget does have a lot of goodies, including no state income tax on tipped wages up to $25,000, lower car insurance rates, $1 billion in energy rebates, $1.4 billion for a war on potholes, plus buffer zones to protect houses of worship, a crackdown on ICE agents that can't wear masks, and local cops can't cooperate on civil arrests. A super speeder law, dangerous drivers who get 16 speeding tickets have to install speed-limiting devices in their cars, prohibiting drones over sensitive locations, online protections to guard children from predators and chatbots, and a requirement that 3D printers sold in New York can't make ghost guns. Hochul's gubernatorial opponent was not impressed.
She's giving little crumbs back to the people. On the one hand, she says she's going to give everybody a $250 check or $300 check to help them with their utility costs. On the other hand, her policies are going to raise your utility rates by $4,100 a year.
Now, there are a number of things that so far are not in the budget the mayor wants, like delaying class size mandates, extending mayoral control of the schools, and pension reforms. Now, the city is supposed to unveil its budget next week.
Strong words from Blakeman, as we would expect, but he really went after her.
Well, he needs to in order to try to win the race.
Thank you, Marcia.